Hey, Gus from this old chopper. Just out in the garage goofing around. I got a little public service announcement for anybody that's working on CV carburetors. They come on the Harleys. They are on other things. Mine's a 40 millimeter Klein CV carburetor. It's a vacuum operated carburetor, so it makes vacuum to raise the slide. To make it go faster, whatever. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a mechanical motorcycle engineer, but that's what I was told it does. So my Harley has one. I'm not sure about the Honda. They're PD carburetors on the Honda. Not sure how they operate or they're vacuum operated, but this is not the point of this video. The point of this video is what happened to me with. I got my chopper shirt on. Cool. What happened to me with my carburetor? So I'll flip it around. I'll give you a little look-see. All right. So here we go. This is a 80 cubic inch Sportster engine, and that is a Klein carburetor. Try not to, screwing the light up a little bit. Anyways, there's a little addition on the bottom. I put these extended bolts to hold the bowl on, so you can wrench them off easily, and you could change your jets or change whatever you need to change on the bottom of the bowl without having to take your whole carburetor off. So Lowbrow sells them. It's a nice little addition. There's also a thumb wheel needle valve for the fuel mixture, air fuel mixture. I might get that next, and you can adjust that without a screwdriver, so that's not a bad thing to have. So here's the problem. This bike I've been running this engine since 2007, and every time somebody follows me, they say, "Man, your bike is rich. Holy God, all I smell is gas. I smell this, I smell that." Anyways, so I always known that the bike is rich for whatever reason. I don't know. So I ran it all last summer. The pipes used to get right black on the ends, so I decided to make a change to rebuild the carburetor. I've never had I never rebuilt the carburetor since I owned the bike. And like I said, 2007. So I rebuilt it. That's okay. So I took the carb off. Here's the Honda. Honda looks good too. Honda's running. It's amazing. I guess I gotta flip it. Go. So here's the parts that I'm talking about. So this is, you take the float bowl off the bottom of the carburetor, and you'll see your main jet, you'll see your pilot jet, okay, or your idle jet, whatever it's called. You'll see that the main jet screws into the emulsion tube, screws in right there, and then you put it in. So when you are putting this together, the first thing that goes in the tube is this piece, and it's got two ends on it. That's kind of a flat end, and this is kind of a tapered or a flared end, I guess you could say. Sorry, I'm screwing around here. It's a flared end. So what happened, and I don't know if I did it or somebody did it before me, this piece was put in wrong. So this piece was put in with the flat end in first, then the emulsion tube went in. The emulsion tube pushes down on this like that, and then you put the main jet in the emulsion tube, right? So what happens when you tighten this up and tighten it, flares that, believe it or not. So I was wondering which way this went in, and I tried it both ways. I tried it with the flared end in first, it wouldn't go. I tried it with the fat end in, and it went. So I said, well, that must be the way. If it doesn't go that way, it must go this way. So I put it in, put the emulsion tube in, put the main jet in, put it all back together, and put the carburetor on the bike. The bike's been running the shits. So I've been screwing around with jets. These are pilot jets, main jets. I've been screwing around with the diaphragm, thinking about the float, thinking about the accelerator pump. There's all, should I put a new air fuel screw mixture in? A bunch of stuff. Here's my notes from the jets. You know, it was just a nightmare. I had the carburetor off and on 3 times, 4 times, and I just couldn't figure it out. Yesterday I was watching a little video on YouTube. And it said that this part is very important. It has to go in the right way. And I'm like, well, Jesus, did I put mine in the right way? So last night I came out here, hauled the carburetor off again, number 4, and looked at it and took it apart, took the bowl off, and lo and behold, my little fitting here was in backwards. The flared end was up, or next to the emulsion tube, and the fat end was in first. So I went to flip it around, it wouldn't fit. And I already knew it wouldn't fit. And I'm like, so I got a new one, brass, whatever, and it dropped in the way it's supposed to go. The flared end goes in first, okay? The fat end goes against the emulsion tube. So I put it all back together. I started the bike last night and it ran. Surprise. It wasn't backfiring or frigging around or misfiring or running rough. And I'm like, well, geez, I think I fixed it. Good. Went back in the house, enjoyed my evening. Then I got up this morning and I'm still thinking about it. And I'm like, I'm not 100% sure I fixed it. The only way to know is to actually take it for a ride down the road. So I came out here this morning, started right up, runs good, runs fine. The way to test it is to take it for a ride. I did a video the other day of me riding the chopper, and it was backfiring and sputtering and farting and screwing around and was no good. So I took it down the street, ripped her down the street, ripped her back up, no misfire, no backfire, no nothing. Runs perfect. So the chopper is back on the road. No problems. If we get a nice sunny day, I can go for a ride. So, moral of the story, make sure you put things together correctly. Like I said, I don't know if it was me or if it was the guy, maybe somebody before me. I do know that my slide has been drilled. There is a modification. You can drill the hole in your slide a little bit bigger for more vacuum, so it's more responsive, quicker response. So the bike does really work good. But if you put this piece in wrong and then you screw down the emulsion tube, you're going to flare the end even more. And when you find out that it's in wrong, you can't flip it because you just made this end a little bit bigger. It will not go in. Then you got to get a new one. To get it in the proper way. So that's just a little public service announcement I thought I'd share with you. Everything's going good. The Honda, slow. It's slow. The carburetors are working, not 100%. One's still dripping a little bit. Anyways, it is what it is. We'll get her figured out. So I'd like to bring to your attention something that we're working on, something I'm working on. Sean at Nonstock Customs out there in Sackville is supporting me in this. We're trying to do a chopper social. You probably might know there's a moto social every third Wednesday of every month starting in May in Halifax. So, different kind of bikes there. It's nice. There's great people there and it's nice. And I just thought I'd take it one step further and try to promote people that are working on bikes, building bikes, adjusting bikes, modifying bikes, and that's what this is about. It's a chopper social. It's going to be the last Sunday of every month. We've picked the 28th of May for our first social. Might be out in Tantallon, might be out in Bedford Highway, Chicken Burger. Who knows where it's going to be? I got a couple of buddies that have stores and restaurants that we might try to help out by doing it out there. So stay tuned. I will be making this poster on my page, on my Instagram, and showing people when and where we're doing it, and make it public, and people can share it and try to promote wrenching on your motorcycle. That's all it's about. It's about helping mental health, or helping people that struggle, or helping people that need a hobby or whatever. And absolutely, veterans. The veterans, trying to help veterans. My arm is backwards. That's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, the lights are weird in here. I'm sorry. There's a Honda. So that's it. So if you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Hit the notifications. Ding! Gus put up a video. Anyways, we're just trying to have fun and just trying to inspire people to maybe go work on their bike or go work on their snowblower or whatever you got. Doesn't matter. Go work on it. It's good. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll get that out for a rip down the street. Maybe put a plate on it. Oh, yeah. Some people like it. Some people don't. But I don't give a shit because I like it. And I think it's functional. Better than having the license plate and the light down there. You can only see the light from this side or immediately behind. If you're over there somewhere, you can't see the light. Can't see what you're doing, whatever. Anyways, I think it's safer to have the light there. Sean did a nice job modifying my fender brace. He's fixed my front fender. I go pick that up next week. So yeah. So there you go. So we're having fun. We're trying to figure out the lighting in this garage, this crazy garage. This old chopper. Check us out. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.